Hey guys, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome! My name is Stephanie and this is Simply Stephanie. I'm so happy you landed on my channel somehow. This is going to be a quick and easy, just everyday school/work makeup look. Billions and billions of looks out there that you can do, but this is just kind of my rendition on it. Just certain tips and tricks that I like to use for my everyday routine. So I kind of went with just more natural colors, natural tones, and just used majority of drugstore. I think there's only two products that I'm not sure are considered drugstore. I wanted this video to just be someone who wears a lot of makeup and like knows how to do makeup, who can do easily, and also for someone who never wears makeup or barely knows anything about makeup to also achieve. I hope this kind of becomes your daily routine if you end up liking it, so keep on watching to see how I achieve this entire look. Okay, so since this is a school look, I still want to be kind of prepped and primed just because school does last a long day if you're in high school, and even if you're in college and you only have certain days, I still personally like my makeup to last. So with that, I use two products, the NYX Shine Killer. That all around on the outer side of my face, and then I go in with the NYX Pore Filler. I have huge gigantic pores. I always like to cover them up, and what I try to do is put a little bit on my fingers, kind of mush it together and press it down in my pores. Finally, once I have all my kind of like base stuff on, I like to spray the first base. And I'll let that set for a little bit. We're gonna go in with foundation. I use the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the shade 220 Natural Beige. This is my go-to drugstore foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my beauty blender and I'm gonna apply some of this on that. And I'm gonna begin applying it all over my face and pressing, woo! Just pressing it in the skin. I'm gonna go in with the E.L.F. Perfect Finish HD powder in the shade Clear. It's just a translucent powder. It's like a little compact. And I'm gonna grab a fluffy brush and just dip it in there to set my foundation. Next, I'm gonna go in with concealer. I'm gonna use the Instant Age Rewind Eraser. It's for dark circles. It's a treatment concealer by Maybelline. I'll go in and put it on my problem spots. Even though I already set my foundation, it's still nice to do a foundation, a set, and then another cream on top because it'll just kind of build up the coverage. So it's not necessarily bad if you set your foundation first. It helps continue building that coverage so it doesn't slide everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to grab my beauty blender and just blend it all out. The one I just put on is in the shade Medium. So I'll add a lighter concealer. Obviously this is really light. It's in the shade Neutralizer, or you can just get the light shade. And I'll just put that kind of in the inner corner and then drag it out a little, kind of put it in here. And then I'll put some on my chin, on my nose, and on my Cupid's bow to brighten up those areas. And then I'll just go back in. Okay, and so now that I've added the lighter concealer, we're gonna set everything together. I'm gonna go in with the NYX HD Finishing Powder in the shade Banana. I'm just gonna use a flat end of my beauty blender, kind of just scoop it in there, and just apply directly to where I just added all of my concealer. So for eyebrows, I'm just gonna grab a little spoolie, a clean spoolie, and I'm gonna brush them up. I'm gonna go in with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Chocolate. Looks like this. And I'm gonna start outlining my eyebrows. Next, I'm going to go in with the NYX 3-in-1 Brow Pencil. I just use the powder that it comes with. It's like this little brush with powder. It's in the shade Black, and I just go over my eyebrows with it, just to darken them up on the ends. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to conceal them. Just grab a little bit, and then I start concealing my eyebrows. It's for school. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. Oh my god, it smells so good. It smells like coconuts. I'm just gonna grab a contouring brush, fluffy contouring brush. Grab some, I don't know how pigmented this is. Oh, okay. And I'm just gonna dust this over my cheekbones. This light contour on my face just because it gives me more dimension instead of just having foundation on, foundation and powder. This gives you some warmth in your face. For school or work, I kind of just dip a little bit of my, like a fluffy brush, into my bronzer, and I will like powder contour it. And that's pretty much how I contour my nose. Really fast and simple. Okay, next is going to be eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using the Carli Bybel palette. I don't know if this is considered drugstore or not, but it is inexpensive, a very inexpensive eyeshadow palette, and it's the first one, and so I only have these shades. But this is kind of my go-to everyday palette that I actually do just use every day for school. I don't switch off of any other palette. I think this is very simple, straight to the point, just like natural colors if I need some enhancement, my highlights, like this is kind of just what I stick to. Mostly this highlighting shade and these two shades I'm always using, but yeah, I don't know if this will count as drugstore, but it's BH Cosmetics, and BH Cosmetics is really inexpensive and nice. So I'm going to grab a Morphe fluffy brush, and I'm just going to dip it in this center shade. I'm going to tap off the excess, and I'm going to work that into my crease and just kind of blend it out. I'm going to add a little bit of dimension to the ends with the darker shade, and I'm just going to use a little bit of the last shade of the Carli Bybel palette and just work that in right here. I like to use my bronzer as an eyeshadow sometimes, because usually that brown is just like a brown I like, and I kind of just put that over the Carli Bybel shadow because it gets a little pink, and I like keeping it brown, and so I'll just keep working that in there. Cool. And that's kind of it for eyeshadow for me. I grab a smaller, I grab like a flat eyeshadow brush, and then I'll also dip that in and just kind of give a little bit under my eye, but nothing too crazy. For school and work, I don't really do a winged liner, like a black winged liner, not unless I'm doing a dramatic look. I kind of just always go in with a pencil. I'm using the L'Oreal Paris Pencil Perfect in the shade Cocoa, and I kind of just outline my top lid and I'll blend that out. So I just go in. I don't worry about it being even too much because I just blend it out. So I go in with the stubby Morphe brush. It's just like a blending out brush. So I'm just gonna blend this out with the brush. And I kind of just go over top of it to just diminish the liner so it's not as harsh. And I'll use the same smudging brush and I'll just kind of smudge a little bit at the bottom. Okay, now that my eyeliner is done, I'm going to go into eyelashes and I'm just going to curl up and then apply some mascara. I actually don't remember where I got my curler from, but it's really old. So I just curl my lashes. For mascara, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Lash Sensational. Next, I'm going to go in with the NYX Wonder Pencil in the shade Nude. I believe it's just a nude color. And this is also another trick I use to just make sure I look awake. I just add this on my waterline. And now I'm going to do my bottom mascara. Okay, so after mascara, I'm going to go ahead and do some highlighting on my face. I'm going to highlight my brow bone, I'm going to highlight my nose, my cupid's bow, and my inner corner. First, I'm going to highlight my inner corner with the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the shade Milk, or in the color Milk. And I just kind of add this in my inner corner because I'm all about looking bright and awake, and this definitely helps. So I add a little bit. And just with a finger, I just kind of blend it out. I just like the effect it gives on my eyes. On top of that, since it's a cream, it's a pencil, I'm going to go in with this light shade from the Carly Bible palette. It's the lightest highlighting shade. And with the brush, I'm just going to put this powder on top of this cream highlight. And next, I'm going to go in with this more champagne shade on my brow bone. I'm going to grab a little bit. And I'm going to blend that out with my finger. You can totally skip this step. You don't have to highlight your nose, but I just like to. I'm going to grab that same champagne shade, and I'm going to add that to my cupid's bow. And next I'm going to go in with blush. So I'm going to use the Glamorous Blush 10 color blush palette from BH Cosmetics. Like I said, I don't know if this counts as drugstore, but it's really inexpensive. This is kind of my go-to blush palette. I'm going to use a Real Techniques blush brush. And I love using this corally shade, so I'm going to apply this. I like this corally shade because it just kind of gives me that warmth and pinkness I want. It's like the perfect color to just give me like that sun-kissed glow on my face. And Little Shimmer allows me to have some glow and highlight without overbearing it later on when I get oily. With the lip liner, and this is the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Soft Spoken. And I'm just going to quickly outline my lips. And now I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid in the shade Nude Thrill. Okay, and lastly, I'm going to go in with a little bit of cheek highlight. So I'm going to go in with that same champagne kind of shade from the Color Bible palette. I'm just going to add that on my cheekbones, on the top of my cheekbones. Okay, so this is the completed makeup look. I'm going to go do my hair real quick and I'll be right back. This is the hairstyle I decided to go with. I just like threw it up in a top knot. This is definitely a go-to hairstyle for me, just like this look is. There's many looks you can go and you can wear, and I'm sure that you can find somewhere else, but like this is just kind of my go-to school and work look. This is what I lean towards most of the time. This is what I do on a daily basis. I hope this helps you guys kind of just find an easier way or just a new way to just do your hair and makeup for school. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell for any time I have a new video coming out. Feel free to keep on posting in the comments what you would like to see next. Follow me on all social media. I'll have them all in the description box down below, and I will also list all the products in order. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Goodbye. I'm sorry. I love James Bay.